iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up. Never been afraid to play my cards. Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go, back.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Young off the play fake. For Marshall, that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Panthers at 11-4 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A play fake. Now Young. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On play action, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Young on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now 2nd and 9. They run with Sanders off the option.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Young from the shotgun. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the...
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jonathan Mingo, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Play action, now it's Lance. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing now is Lance. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from his defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. That's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Following the interception, Young. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try to throw now. Young. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, Pollard. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll run for it with Pollard. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Ready.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Oh, what a move. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
A lot of guys playing this game. There's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Let's go now.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by him. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The 30-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On the draw, it's Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now Lance. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jack Thompson, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They go play action. Young. He finds his man complete. It's Marshall. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now Young. And that is taken in by Hurst. Touchdown, Carolina. Hayden Hurst as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
The throw over the middle, taken in. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. We'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Young on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, Young. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. Touchdown, Carolina! Jonathan Mingo with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have opened the lead up to 30. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On first down, Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
19-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. They come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for
3. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This paper going in, this one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. There's not critical about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Ready?
First down, and it's Pollard again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now they'll throw with Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Desperation time here. Lance. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll go again with Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Here we go, set.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after the ice is down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Let's go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He completes it to Evans. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
2nd down and 6 now. Pollard will take it up the gut. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Ready?
A give to Pollard, running left. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 107 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ready up. Ready.
And they take a knee.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
A waste of time.
Down.
Teamwork. A steady way to play. Making a slip back. Do it.
Hut, hut.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is over. So this one is over, a victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Panthers, they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.